Are you looking for a quick yoga workout? Look no further. This class will start out standing with some nice stretches, twisting lateral side body, and then we're going to speed things up with some different sun salutes. So if you're with me, let's start standing. So you don't have to bring the feet to touch. You can just bring them about hips distance, but kick the heels out a little bit wider. And then arms are down, palms spun forward, and it could feel really nice to close the eyes. Now you can rock forward and backward in the feet, just to give you some idea of where you might be carrying most of your weight. And the weight should be evenly distributed between the front and back of the foot as well as side to side. So you've got every corner of your foot grounded into the mat. The crown of the head lifts a little taller so you have a very long spine. Take a full breath in the nose. And then let it go. A few more moments here. From here, we're going to work an early balance. So you can blink the eyes open and send your right arm in the air. Then bend the elbow so that the hand comes to the upper back. Left hand is going to take that elbow and try to nudge it a little bit closer to center. But notice if the chin is dropping and press the head back into your arms. You've got your half Gomukhasana. Big breath in here. And on the exhale, take your lean to the left. So the whole while you're pressing the head back, the chin is lifted. And you can take it further by bringing weight into your left foot and sliding the right foot wider. Or balance would be floating those toes away from the mat. Let's land your foot, come back to center, let the arms go wide so you're in this T shape and spin the palms to face up. Heel toe the toes into touch if you're not in your Namaste feet, and then add a chair pose by bending into the knees. Thumbs are reaching back so you're nice and broad through the chest. And now take this twist to the left. Right arm wraps around the waistband, taking that left hip slightly forward. And send your gaze over your left fingertips. Left arm comes up by the ear, and now add the side stretch. So we're now going over to the right, and the hand at the hip can almost press in a downward motion to get a little more length between the shoulder and the hip. Back to center, both arms overhead, traditional chair pose. And now let's take it all the way down to the mat. So separate feet maybe a little wider than hips distance, kind of like a ragdoll stance, and soften the knees. You can drop the hips a bit here. Left hand comes down under the face. We're going to have that right hand slide up to your thigh as you take a twist. Now add-ons here could be that right arm reaching up towards the ceiling, stacking the shoulders. Or take that right arm around the waistband. Just notice if that right hip is higher than the left one. You might want to even things out. Drop the hips a little more. Take it all the way down, and let's pause in a ragdoll. So you can take the elbows, bending one knee at a time as you sway to release the quads. Let the chin move freely, releasing the shoulders and the neck. And then the hands come all the way down, and we'll step back to your first high plank pose. We'll take this into your first vinyasa. So start by gliding the shoulders all the way out, drop the knees down, and continue bending the elbows, low plank. Extend the arms, find that upward facing dog. And hips high, down dog. A little half step in, and just like that ragdoll, you can find some movement here in the down dog. Remind the head to be really heavy, and for a moment you can tuck the chin towards the chest, just to let you know how heavy the head can be. All right, let's lift the heels, bend knees, look forward. Bring the feet to touch top of mat, and you can flip the palms for a fold Next inhale, we're rising up through standing. So draw a big circle with the arms. And exhale, let's connect at heart center. All right, we're going to slow down a sun B. So we're going to start with your chair pose, just nice and traditional, arms reaching, soften the knees. And an exhale takes you all the way down to the mat. Plank pose once again. Let's take one more. So glide out, drop the knees. This time the toes point up towards the ceiling and bend elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, tap the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Send your right leg in the air. Take a quick stack, a roll open, moving the ankle, the knee. And then sweep that foot all the way through, but drop your back heel, bend your front knee, and let's reach the arms up, warrior one. So grounding that whole back foot, especially that pinky edge. And exhale, right back down. Step back, plank, set it up. Glide out. Now, if you're keeping the knees floating, we'll take your chaturanga, but then untuck the toes so that you're pressing toenails down for up dog. And hips high, downward face. Take a breath. And let's send your left leg in the air. Stack, bend, roll open. Take some movement. And then prepare to step through. Left foot forward, right foot down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Make sure the pinky edge of back foot is grounded. Extend the fingers. And right back down. Stepping back plank. Set it up and find your low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And a few breaths here in stillness. Then lift heels, bend knees, look forward. And step, step, top of mat. Fold with the exhale, you can flip the palms. Inhale, draw your circle, come up to standing, and bend the knees to your chair pose. Then connect everything at center, Namaste. Let's take your left arm up overhead, bend that elbow so the hand's at the upper back. Right hand cups the elbow, you've got your half Gomukhasana arm. Take a breath in, lift your chin, and on the exhale, let's dive to the right. So going as far as you did on the first side, that could mean stepping your left foot wider or even into a float. Land that foot, arms extend up, and then drop them the shoulders high. So you're making that T shape. Bring the toes in, heels a little wider, bend the knees, chair pose. Add your twist over to the right, and that left arm finds the waistband. Take that right hip forward. And then the lateral piece, the right arm comes all the way up and across, and you're still in that chair pose. Regular chair, both arms overhead, and the exhale to forward fold. Feet can separate towards that ragdoll stance, so pretty wide. Drop the hips a bit, right hand under the face, left hand slides all the way up towards the small of the back, and then add your twist. The add-ons are reaching the left arm up or taking that half wrap. Just noticing that right hip wants to duck down, so just try to pick it up a bit and keep the hips even. Good. Challenge the legs by sinking the hips another inch. And then take it down. So you've got another round of your ragdoll. You could take the elbows again. You could basket hands behind the head. But as you sway side to side, one knee can straighten. That would release a lot of that work you just did. And then land those hands down. Step, step, high plank pose. Set it up, glide it out, and bend. Urdhva Mukha, heart forward. And exhale, your hips high. Leave it to me to forget to put an ending on this video. Class is all done. Thanks so much for hanging out. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.